Hey, it's the weekend, so I'm trying to take advantage of that, but had some chores I had to get done this morning, and now I'm going to work on the house. So last we left off was the window breaking. I've had a little bit more happen since then. One, I'm getting over cold now, so that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but there has been some additional work that's been done. Guys, it's another afternoon and free time to be working on this. So hey, it's the weekend, so I'm trying to take advantage of that, but had some chores I had to get done this morning, and now I'm going to work on the house. So I'm going to try something a little different. I have been fighting the insulation and just how dusty it is on everything, and then it hit me, why don't you just kind of wet it down a little bit? I mean, that's what you would do with other construction jobs if you're working with other materials or hazardous materials. So just do that, keep the dust down, and hopefully may even compact it a little. I've got some moving boxes that were going to get trashed anyways, and I'll just put stuff in there. So I'm going to see if this works. I had those chemical application sprayers where you'll have the pump sprayers, and each of them just were cracked and ended up breaking on me, wasn't holding any water. So I found a spray bottle. I'm going to go ahead and try that, see if that works, and if it does, that'd be great. And if it doesn't, then I didn't lose anything out of it. But I'm going to put a vinegar water mix in there, so hopefully it kills some of any mold or anything as well, and go to there. All right, here's one of the boxes. So I'm going to be spraying down all this stuff in here and keep all the dust up. And actually, my better half had a idea as well of just using a hoe or a rake to get this up with, and just kind of move it to the center, keep moving it, cut back this belly band underneath here, and go from there. We'll see how it works. Hopefully it works well. And then having that vinegar water will kill anything in there as well. If there was any mold or mildew growing, that should help take care of that. Alrighty, worked pretty well. That vinegar mix cut the dust down. It wasn't as good as having one of those pump sprayers, but I don't have one, so I need to go get one. I think it'll make it a lot easier with all of the rest of what needs to be done. Let's take a look at what we have going on here. It was all over here. I've got a walkboard across here now just so I could be reaching down and working in that area, but all the material that was there, it's either in that box or moved over here. So I need about 4 feet to work on for my next run, and then I will clean up all the next, and it probably is not as efficient as I could be. Probably the best would be just go clean everything up, but having the flooring is kind of just giving a mental win right now. So now that this is getting cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead, come 4 feet out, cut out all the old stuff, and slide my new flooring underneath it. There goes the floor. Too bad that was not on camera, but I caught myself. Just keep moving this stuff and working our way down the run. But we're going to do a little something different. Been working on the subfloor for a while, and I'm kind of getting a little tired of it. So the project goes on, but I want to kind of get a little bit of a refresh and work on some framing and closing up a wall here. I'll show you kind of some of the stuff that we're going to be working on here today. Give you some updates and show you where we're at on everything and what we'll be doing. Taking a look at this wall here. We're going to be closing this up, and this will be the master bedroom, and be doing something a little different here. We're going to be making a closet in the master bedroom instead of in the master bath. Ready to come out. So until we've been doing some subfloor work here, what's going to end up happening is this wire is probably going to get erased, and we're going to redo the wiring in here. It wasn't going to I may or may not still. Haven't made that decision quite yet. But this wall, you can tell by the light coming through. And right now we're going to be doing some finishing touches to allow us to be able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out some of the boards along the base here. It was surprisingly less rot than I thought there was going to be on the joist, but the 2x4s are all going to have to go for the most part. I think this corner will be okay, but these ones will all get taken out, which has to happen anyway so that it can get reframed. We'll start reframing. Take off that siding, put on the substrate under the bottom portion there. We'll probably cut up about 4 feet. Run that right now. Close in this window and go from there. There's different ways you can take out a window. I am going to just unscrew this. So mobile homes have it to where along the outer flange there is a screw that screws in there. Site-built homes have it to where it will have that, and actually when we go back with windows we'll be able to see kind of what I'm talking about with that. But with a mobile home window, I'm going to just unscrew this. I could pop it out, but I don't feel like broken glass and all of that. So go ahead and take this out and go from there. last we left off was the window breaking. I've had a little bit more happen since then. One, I'm getting over cold now, so that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but there has been some additional work that's been done, and I had some camera issues, and unfortunately didn't get all that on film. So I'm going to be doing some additional work on this wall here. Finished up the other one. So a lot actually has happened since the camera went out and ran out of space there. So this wall got finished up, all framed up, and put the substrate on over that, sealed it all up. Right now, I'm going to work on getting these windows out and start putting the substrate on this wall. We had some rain recently and it worked out great. My dad came over and helped put this window in. It was covered by the porch out there, so it turned out really good. And we'll kind of show a little bit how we're going to do some framing right now on these windows. So what I did was, in the interim of some later nights, I kind of started and worked on getting some of that rotted wood out up top. But this one's ready to go. We got the King Sun jack stud, and once this wall's out, we'll get it all framed up and ready to go.